We're pouring the ceilings tomorrow. The reasons we are pouring the ceilings, first, because we're going to pour from the top down, because there will be a little bit of concrete leakage, not much, and I'd rather just work top to bottom and not have to worry about getting stuff on our stamped floors. Of course, once the floors are stamped, like in the office, we've already covered them up, and that's fine. We'll go ahead and knock this out. Plus, this has to be done before we can do the roof anyway. So, let's just get it done. So pour these, then this is the last pour with the pump truck. It was already on the books and they already owe it to me. So that's happening. We'll do the tower, gable 1, gable 2, gable 3. If we don't have enough, if we have extra tomorrow, we're gonna go ahead and do the breakfast, that little 3 feet top part that we needed. But if not, then that'll be part of the other pour that we will do with the Mud Demon, and Matt and Jeff with Muddy Feet will come out. Once these ceilings are done, we'll be able to brace to the tower and get that conformed like it needs to be. It's kind of a little out of whack right now, but it's okay. We'll get that done, and then we'll be working on the main floor, get it done, and then the basement floor, and then finally can kind of move on to the ceilings. CMP is back out here. We're using this instead of the Mud Demon today because they owed me a pump. So this is the last one they'll be doing, and then we're using the Mud Demon for everything else. Jorge's out here today. Santiago usually does our pumps. He has this is a 38 meter, and we're usually using a 47 meter, but feel like we can reach everything. We'll know really soon. All right, we got Jorge. He's gonna show Santiago how to pump.
Jorge Guerrero, buddy.
That's right.
Here.
Big difference with this system and like using Insulated or Build Deck, one of those with the foam, is that it supports itself during the pour. So with the other systems, you get the insulation factor, which they have an option now for that as well. But you get the insulation factor, but you have to have a lot of shoring underneath it, will cost you money, to rent every week or to purchase. What you can't get around because it's all shored up. This just supports itself. They got a little, I think it's concave in it, convex in it, and then the beam straightens out with the weight of the concrete. And there you go. And then we'll foam underneath for our foam. somehow we've already gone through 10 yards just doing that little bit. That was kind of surprising. Anyway, so probably won't show up on here, but you can see the beams change shape a little bit as the concrete goes on them. And so they're going to continue doing that. We're going to do a brush finish on this. Most of this is attic. We put fiber in this. This is attic floor for 98% of it. So we didn't add bar. We just put so we just did fiber, 1.5 pounds per yard. They're over there. That's over the guest bed area. So they'll work their way back. Here, this is truck 2. try and get in? All right, we're gonna try. All right, now I'm on the float crew. This lift has come in pretty handy. All right, so this is the final truck. Well, that's not. Get where you can see. They're up there. They're pumping out the final part of the ceiling, which they just finished. I'll have to pull that up. That's the final truck. Whoop. Whoop. All right, so that's the final 10 yards. They're doing this. I'm gonna get pelted with concrete, but that's okay. And then we have those little footings that Chris dug down around the bottom. And then whatever's left over, we're gonna go ahead and put in that wall. And that'll be it for today's pour. Just float it out and let it set up a little bit. And then the guys come back with their hand trials, magnesium floats, whatever you call them. They're bags, and as you can see over there, mag it out so it looks all nice and smooth, like over there. We talked about doing a broom finish, but I decided this was fine. Like I said, this is all attic space, except for just a little bit. That will be some sort of flooring there, but we haven't decided yet. So I think this is fine. So there you go. Thought I was gonna get away with not pumping, but coming for me like a fish. We're gonna knock out these little footings here. So all we're doing is stacking brick on them.